I am making this video on hard mode today by trying to do the music and the talking at the same time. We will see how it goes. Anyway, today's video is about some screen prints that I made a few years ago. Specifically this one that I have hanging above my piano here of Taylor Swift. And I need to replace the glass and the mat in that frame because it's a very cheap frame and it deserves a bit better than that. But here is an unframed version of the same thing so that you can see it better. This is a 6-colour screen print made with paper cut stencils and some screen filler text. And I'm going to talk to you a little bit today about how and why I made it, and why I'm sitting here with this guitar that looks remarkably like Taylor Swift's face in my picture. Anyway, I made this guitar a few years ago. Everything's a few years ago now. It was probably 2020, I think, maybe. I've got a video here on my channel somewhere of making this guitar. It's made from a kit. And I wanted a pink guitar, and they were very, very difficult to find at the time. There were pink guitars around, but they were all very pale, very, very not aimed at me. I wanted a fun pink guitar, so I bought a kit and I made this one. This is the back here. This is the front. And the idea that I had for this guitar was I imagined it like Federation Square in Melbourne, if Federation Square was pink and in the shape of a guitar. So that's where my thinking was at the time there. And I not modelled, but I sort of was inspired by this guitar when I was doing the screen print of Taylor Swift. Now, oftentimes my work has a lot of meaning behind it and big ideas and themes. And admittedly, one of those themes is music. But this doesn't have much of a big idea behind it. It's just a fun picture of Taylor Swift's face, and I made it for my niece for Christmas. She wanted put in a request for some Taylor Swift or Billie Eilish themed gifts. And I could have just bought something, but it's more fun to make something. And so I made her some t-shirts. And screen printing the t-shirts was an absolute nightmare because t-shirts are stretchy and I wasn't really set up for it at home. And I was doing 5, 6 colours. So registering it was an absolute nightmare, but luckily I also made some editioned prints. I made an edition of 15 of the Taylor Swift Bejeweled one. And I started out with a picture of Taylor Swift's face where she had these big sparkly diamond-shaped earrings, and my niece's name is Ruby, so I wanted to stick with the kind of like bejeweled theme for the print. And I was thinking about how I could make the picture my own without just making it a picture of a celebrity pretty much, because that's not, that exciting to do. But to make it my own, I thought about this guitar. And I thought that it would be fun to try and make Taylor's face inspired by this guitar, but also the theme of like the semi-precious stone. So I've got all these facets. It's not a sparkly picture, but it's still bright and strong. And I wanted it to have the impression of a gemstone shining out. And so each layer of the pink in this was a hand-cut paper stencil. So I set up a file in Procreate where I did a drawing that was my guide drawing. And then for each colour of that drawing, I made a new screen. So there's 6 layers on this screen. And with the sort of triangle faceted bits, I wanted to make those pretty loose. So I was, when I transferred my drawing to the paper to cut out the shapes, I deliberately kept them loose. I had to keep some areas pretty tight and registered, like the eyes and the nose and the mouth, but everything else I kind of just sort of winged it a little bit so that it would be more of a fun process for me, so that I wouldn't know exactly what the print would look like until I had done it. Like a lot of people doing screen print want it to be very accurate and very specific, so they do like these photo etch methods, but I don't find that particularly fun. I find it more fun to just kind of cut stuff out and see where it goes. And so with the text, I did that in the drawing fluid screen filler method, where you paint the text on by hand and then you fill the screen with the screen filler, and then you wash out the text part where you've drawn that drawing fluid, and that leaves the stencil for the text. So I printed these for my niece back in 2023, I think. And I've kept one for myself and I've sent one to her. I'm left with about 12 or 13 of them that I've now got for sale on my website. And the reason that I'm talking about these ones this week is that I have another Taylor Swift themed print drop coming up next week. The one next week is not an image of Taylor, but it is very, very, very definitely Taylor inspired. So if you like this video and you want to see that next video coming up, please subscribe to this YouTube channel so that you can see the video, and also consider going to my website at crumpart.net and subscribing to my mailing list so that you don't miss that announcement when it comes out about that print drop, because I'm super excited about it. I think it's really fun and I think you will like it too. So if you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe and comment. Please go to my website and buy this print if you would like it. I would love to get some of these out into the world. And yeah, I think that's all I've got for today. It's not all I've got. I also made the image of Billie Eilish that is, you can see up here at the same time, for my niece as well. And I'll have a video for that one coming out in about a month or so. But if you're a Billie fan as well as a Taylor fan, these are also currently available on my website. Thank you so much for watching. Come back on the February 26th to see the next Taylor Swift themed print drop video. Thanks for watching. Bye.